It's a big part of what was, part of your DNA as a fighter pilot was this debrief process that you used to have to almost do on a daily, if not weekly basis. And it's probably worth for our listeners to kind of hear a little bit about, a little bit about how that actually worked, because actually it is feeding into the work that you're doing today. And you're also still training future fighter pilots because you have a contract to do that work as well. So what is nice is you still get to tap into that identity a bit and still put on the little
That's
suit
it.
and
I feel
everything.
really lucky.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm lucky to do that. The debrief is huge, and actually Rosie and I speak about it quite a lot. I mean, you say that we would debrief on a daily basis. We would debrief every trip.
Mm.
It was something we did. It wasn't even, a concept that we would land and then not debrief because it was that
Mm.
sort of ingrained. And it's it's funny because we speak to a lot of, businesses out there and they just don't do that because it's just not in their work cycle. And yet we always say to them, well, how can you hope to improve for the next event? I know it's really busy going from one event to another. We're all
Mm.
time pressured, but how can you start another project without learning the lessons,
From the last
from the
one.
previous
Mm.
project? And I think there's sometimes this mentality that a debrief is a bit of a witch hunt and it's always looking at the negatives and it's like, oh, we failed or you made a mistake. But a debrief isn't about blame, it's about learning. And it's a chance for everyone to just take stock, be open and honest about their own performance and allow everyone else in that debrief to then also learn for it. So it's actually a really altruistic thing to do. And it's really
Mm.
the only way that you'll ever improve as a team. So we try to sort of encourage businesses to give their teams that time, at least even just half an hour to just sit down and just talk openly and honest about how things went, what they may change, but also what went well.
Confidently navigate your brand's future, fit for purpose and poised for success.